Trump breaking news. Truth in politics is causing Donald Trump's legal issues to escalate. In the midst of Donald Trump's turbulent moment, the court battle over his social media firm has heated up. The founders of the website are now formally challenging a 6-month prohibition on selling their shares, which they believe is an act of Trumpian revenge. Bloomberg reported on Tuesday that a judge in Delaware had allowed Truth Social co-founders Andy Litinsky and Wes Moss to join a larger lawsuit that challenged the valuation of their holdings in the company. As Trump faces several criminal accusations and strives to restore his political authority, legal complications arise. The article states that Litinsky and Moss claim they are suffering irreparable harm as a result of the incarceration term. There is a 6-month sales limitation on Trump's shares as well, as he owns over 60% of the company. Share lockups are common in deals involving companies like Digital World Acquisition Corp. (DWAC), according to the report, and Trump media's attorneys contended that letting the co-founders sell their shares too soon would hurt the business and its shareholders. Judge Sam Glasscock III of a Delaware court recognized that the plaintiffs' additional claims would significantly alter the original case, which sought to block Trump media's merger with DWAC, and so brought attention to the limitation. In addition, Litinsky and Moss are attempting to halt a different lawsuit that Trump filed in Florida against them. This action accuses them of messing up the setup of Trump media before the merger. It was in the same jurisdiction that they should have launched their legal challenge in Delaware, they say, and this case is only an effort to divert attention away from that. On Tuesday, Newsweek contacted Truth Social through their official investor relations channel to get a statement. Stock in Trump media has plummeted 25% since trading under the former president's initials, DJT, on March 25, causing the company's value to plummet by roughly $3 billion, despite what appears to be a financial windfall from the merger. Legal constraints are increasing on Trump in other areas as well, in addition to his business issues. Coming up on April 15, Trump will face one of his most pressing challenges in the form of his hush money trial. Trump has called for the recusal of presiding Judge Juan M. Merchan owing to his apparent prejudices, adding fuel to the fire of controversy surrounding the case, which involves allegations that Trump concealed payments to adult film actress Stormy Daniels. The trial against Trump, who is facing 34 counts of falsifying company documents, will go on as planned despite efforts to postpone it. A case involving the alleged unlawful retention of secret materials at his Mar-a-Lago home has added to Trump's legal complications. He is facing 40 felony counts in this case. Trump insists he is innocent. According to Neil Katyal, a former acting Solicitor General of the United States, the former president will very probably face 2 counts of criminal prosecution. Using the Daily Show desk, Jon Stewart conducted a wellness check and was not satisfied with the results. 6 months and more than 30,000 casualties into Israel's conflict with Hamas in Gaza. With a comparison to Russia's invasion of Ukraine, he scolded, "America understands this is wrong," and brought up the continuing military effort in the Middle East. Stewart spent the bulk of his desk segment drawing parallels between the United States' response to the war in Gaza and the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. In particular, the executive producer and host of Comedy Central took issue with Secretary of State Antony Blinken's remarks that Israel and Prime Minister Netanyahu ought to exercise greater deliberate and mindful restraint. To pay attention? What the fuck is going on here? Hot yoga? It was Stewart who made fun of it. How on earth have we wound up here? America is aware this is bad, that is the subtext. It seems, nevertheless, to lack the intestinal fortitude to state it plainly. Bombing your way to security is not an option, as both Israel and the United States are well aware. The late-night presenter continued by saying that conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan taught the United States that lesson, and that southern Lebanon taught Israel the same thing. They besieged the land and occupied it for 20 years in the south. Because of it, Hezbollah was born and strengthened, Stewart claimed. We're going to sit back and let them do it all over again. Friends don't let friends bomb that much, therefore real friends take the keys. Stewart methodically outlined the ways in which the United States has handled the wars in Gaza and Ukraine differently before arriving at that last joke. He brought up Blinken's statement on Russia's weaponization of Ukrainian food supplies as unconscionable and then brought up the United States' comparatively quiet stance on the actual famine in Gaza caused by the war. Stewart also brought attention to the fact that the United States has denounced Russia's crackdown on free speech in the media, drawing parallels to the tragedy in Gaza.